Let us now go to pathology of Qi and emotional problems. The topic is blood stasis, heat or fire, dampness or phlegm. Let us look at blood stasis. When Qi stagnates, it may in time lead to blood stasis, especially in women. Blood stasis particularly affect the heart, liver, and uterus. Anger and guilt are particularly prone to lead to blood stasis after Qi stagnation. However, other emotions such as sadness, grief, and worry may also lead to blood stasis in the chest after a period of Qi stagnation. In women in particular, Qi stagnation in the breast from sadness and grief may lead to blood stasis and to breast lumps. Next is heat or fire. Qi stagnation may also lead to heat, and most of the emotions can, over a long period of time, give rise to heat or fire. There's a saying in Chinese medicine, the 5 emotions can turn into fire. This is because most of the emotions can cause stagnation of Qi, and when Qi is compressed in this way, over a period of time, it creates heat, just as the temperature of a gas increases when its pressure is increased. For this reason, when someone has suffered from emotional problems for a long time, there are often signs of heat, which may be in the liver, heart, lungs, or kidneys. And in the case of the kidneys, it's empty heat. This often shows on the tongue, which becomes red or dark red and dry, and usually has a red tip. A red tip of the tongue is a very common sign in practice, which is always a reliable indicator that the patient is subject to some emotional stress. With time, heat may turn into fire, which is more intense, more drying, and affects the mind more. Therefore, emotional stress may, in time, cause fire, and this in turn harasses the mind, causing agitation and anxiety. Now let's look at dampness or phlegm. Finally, the disruption of Qi in the Qi mechanism caused by the emotions may in time also lead to the formation of phlegm. As a proper movement of Qi in the Qi mechanism, it is essential to transform, transport, and excrete fluids. Disruption in the movement of Qi may result in the formation of dampness or phlegm. Phlegm in turn obstructs the mind's orifices and becomes a further cause of emotional and mental disturbance. So we can see here the summary of the effect of emotions on Qi and blood, where emotions cause Qi deficiency, and Qi deficiency can turn into phlegm and Qi stagnation. Emotions can also lead directly to Qi stagnation, where then it becomes heat and condenses the fluids and becomes phlegm, and then leads to blood stasis, and where phlegm and blood stasis aggravate each other. Heat also causes fire, and then fire dries up yin. Then yin deficiency leads to empty heat. Here are 5 points to remember. First is, do not interpret the relationship between an organ and an emotion too rigidly. For example, sadness may affect the liver. Next is, do not interpret the relationship between an emotion and its effect on Qi too rigidly. For example, fear may make Qi ascend. Next is, all emotions affect the heart. The fourth one is, other organs besides the liver suffer from Qi stagnation from emotional stress, like the heart and the lungs. The last one is, Qi stagnation does not derive only from anger, but may also derive from sadness, grief, worry, pensiveness, guilt, and shame, and in fact from any emotion. Here we can see the summary of the effect of emotions on the body's Qi. Number 1 is, emotions disrupt the proper direction of movement of Qi. For example, anger makes Qi rise and fear makes Qi descend. Second is, each emotion affects a given organ. Example, anger affects the liver, fear affects the kidneys. Number 3 is, all emotions affect the heart. Number 4, after disrupting the proper direction of flow of Qi, all emotions lead to some Qi stagnation. Next is, emotional problems. Qi stagnation affects not only the liver, but other organs too, especially lungs and heart. The last one is, other consequences of the disruption of the Qi mechanism from emotional stress are blood stasis, heat, dampness, and phlegm. Thank you so much for your attention.